Welcome to PLZ Soccer Show. I'm Peter Martin. Barry Ferguson is alongside me, and to my left, Alan Ruff. What a weekend of football we've got to look forward to. Of course, top and bottom issues still to be settled, and no shortage of things to talk about as well. Managers having a go at each other. It's been the story of the season, really, to be honest with you. But we're going to concentrate, first of all, on the main news, which is the Scottish football writers have decided Scott Brown is their Player of the Year as well.
Yep, I think it's well deserved. I think Brownie's been the most consistent performer in Scottish football this season. Big player for Celtic, and you've noticed a difference when he's been missing through suspension and injury this year, that they've really missed him. So that's an important player he is for Celtic, and for me, thoroughly deserved. Yeah,
he reckons he's still got a good few years in him. He doesn't think he's going to be retiring in 2, 3 or 4 years.
No, I think he's got another couple of years. I think Brendan Rodgers has found a place for him on the park. You know, that he's obviously not putting himself about as much as he used to. He's surrounded himself with runners round about him, Rodgick, obviously McGregor, Armstrong. So I think he's just pulling the strings now and using them to the best advantage.
Yep, okay. Dealing with Celtic against Aberdeen at the weekend. It's the last game of the Premiership season. Celtic have the title in the bag. Of course, there's no shortage of speculation. Bournemouth saying they're interested in Kieran Tierney at £20 million. I have to balk at it because I'm thinking Kieran Tierney is too good for Bournemouth.
Yep, took the words out of my mouth. Listen, I think he is worth £20 million, but for me, and I'm not being disrespectful to Bournemouth, I think he's better than that. I think Kieran Tierney should be aiming for top 4 in English football. A Man United, a Chelsea, somebody, a team of that calibre. So I think if a Bournemouth come in, I don't think he should even look that way. If I'm being honest, I think he's too good for that. But I do also think he will stay for, I was going to say Rangers.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish we had him. Stay at Celtic for another couple of years and get a few more games, a bit more experience in European football. And then maybe in the next, as I said, 2 or 3 years, it might be time for him to move on to the top of English football.
Who wins, Celtic or Aberdeen?
Celtic will win for me.
Okay. Ruffy?
I think it all depends on team selection. We saw the other night there against Kilmarnock, he went with no strikers whatsoever, you know, and obviously the result proved that. I think it depends who's available and who he wants to sort of wrap up in cotton wool for the final. But it's a difficult one for Aberdeen. They don't have a lot of form there. So I'm going to go for Celtic to win as well.
Yeah, I think Brendan Rodgers I think Danny McGrain's in. They've just decided just to start putting in Jim Craig and a few others. Listen, Aberdeen know exactly what's at stake here. Derek McInnes, I think, will get a bit of kudos if he can get the Dons to finish in second place. They've given Scott McKenna their Club Player of the Year award, well deserved.
Yep, I've been really impressed with him. He done the thing that all young players should do. He went out on loan down to Ayr United, done really well down there, and he's come back to Aberdeen and made himself the #1 centre half. Made his Scotland debut as well this season, and I've been really impressed every time I've seen him.
Yeah.
Proper old school defender, knows how to defend, and also he's good with the ball at his feet. So I think Aberdeen have got a top centre half in their books.
Yeah, okay. Ruffy, there's no point in asking Barry about 35 years ago because he wasn't even at primary school then. 35 years ago, Aberdeen won the Cup Winners' Cup. It was a time when it was a joy to be watching Scottish football because you had quality players.
Yeah, and I said that most of them Scottish quality players as well, you know, all homebred, and it was a fantastic night. I don't think anybody saw it coming with against such a big side, but they did it, and I think we all remember the conditions that night. It was absolutely pouring rain from start to finish. Obviously didn't suit Real Madrid, but it did suit Aberdeen, and they came away with winners, and a lot of these players have went on to bigger and better things.
Yep, Aberdeen winning the Cup Winners' Cup in 1983, an absolutely sensational side. I wonder if you remember who scored the goals.
Eric Black and John Hewitt.
Okay, and that's good, but there were 3 goals scored on the night, Ruffy.
Sergi Romana.
Yeah, I knew you didn't have a clue. I think actually, I think it might have been Stilica that scored with a penalty. I think they got a penalty, but nevertheless, Aberdeen won who cares? It's great to see 35 years ago, Sir Alex Ferguson, of course, getting back to hopefully a full recovery from his brain hemorrhage. We'll look back on that night with great fondness today, I'm almost certain. Okay, Neil Lennon caught everybody on the hop by saying, listen, if they don't match my ambition, I'm off. I'm going to think about it in the summer. He didn't turn up for training, he didn't turn up for the press conference. It increased the speculation, but Gary Parker said he had the flu and he thinks he'll be at Hibs next season.
Yeah, I get where he's coming from, because you just need to see what he's built since he's been at Hibs. For me, he's built a really good side, and then we're seeing in the newspapers that Dylan McGee looks as if he's going to be signing with Blackburn. For me, that's a massive, massive loss. I know we all talk about John McGinn. Look, I think John McGinn has got potential to be a top player. But
what about that Steven Gerrard link though? For John McGinn.
Yeah, do you know what? I think he's the type of player that Rangers should be looking at.
Yeah, so do I.
Right sort of character. He gets about the pitch, and for me, he's improved a lot this season. But going back to Neil Lennon, I just think he was frustrated. I was disappointed the way Hibs played against Hearts. I was expecting a lot more. When you're getting into a crunch game, that's when you need your big players to perform, and I just think you get let down with a lot of the players. And do you know what? Lenny's the type that he's not going to hide how he feels, and he says that. And I think he's put it to the board as well. Look, I need backing.
Yeah.
I need to go and make sure I'm moving this club forward every single season, because what you don't want is, after having the kind of season they've had this year, I know they're disappointed not getting second place, but next year they'd want to try and get second place, so that means that he needs to get back for the board and go out and try and sign new players, and maybe even try and keep the two boys that I mentioned, Dylan McGee and John McGinn.
Yeah, okay. As far as Rangers are concerned, it's Easter Road, it's Hibs against Rangers, it's Hibs with a chance to defeat Rangers, and if Aberdeen can do something at Celtic Park, although if Hibs defeated Rangers, Aberdeen would finish second, Ruffy. Jason Cummings says he wants to stay at Rangers. Has he done enough for you?
Not yet. I don't think he's had enough games. We all know he can score goals. It'll be interesting when he goes back to Easter Road to see if he can do one over his old team. But no, I think Rangers need, I think all top clubs need 3 or 4 strikers at this moment in time. They've just got Morelos and him, so part of a 4, yeah, I think he will score goals in our league. It just depends what kind of level that Steven Gerrard starts bringing into the club. Are there better strikers than him out there? There could very well be. So I think we're all eagerly anticipating what kind of player he's bringing in.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, apart from bringing in, I'm looking at the list of the players that could be going out the door. Josh Windass linked with a move away to Cardiff or Burnley. Herrera, Cardoso, Halliday, Jack Anick, Joe Dodo, Bruno Alves, and of course Michael O'Halloran, still with another 2 years left on his deal. I mean, they're talking about players going, but that's a hefty payoff.
Just the guys that you've mentioned there, apart from, I think, Dodo and Bruno Alves, they've all got 2 and 3 years left in their contract now.
Yeah.
I know what players are like. You sign a contract, they ain't going to move, Peter, unless they got at least 12 to 18 months paid up.
Yeah.
Now that's going to cost a lot of money. Certainly with the guys that Caixinha brought in are on good wages. Maybe some of the ones that you mentioned aren't, like Michael O'Halloran and Andy Halliday, are not in the top bracket, but they're still on decent money, so it's going to cost a lot to get rid of these guys.
Yeah.
And if clubs are interested in them, it's the player's decision. They might not want to move.
Yep, absolutely. Listen, the great thing about Scottish football, it might not be great at times to watch, but it's great at times when you go to press conferences, because there's been some great, what we call in the west of Scotland, Ruffy, Glasgow, especially some great noise-ups this season, managers fighting with each other. This time Steve Clarke says, Brendan Rodgers moaning about the way we played in midweek is not befitting of a Celtic manager.
Yeah, I would possibly agree with that. It's good for me that the managers of the smaller clubs are not letting the bigger clubs get away with it, and they're saying they're fighting back, and quite rightly so. I mean, I think Brendan Rodgers has had quite a lot to say about other clubs this year. You know, you can throw Hearts into it as well.
Yeah.
I think managers would rather people concentrating on their own team rather than throwing their tuppence worth into how you're trying to run your club. So no, I think Steve Clarke's got every right to fight back with that.
Okay, it's Kilmarnock against Hearts. Stevie Naismith wants to stay. It's all about the dosh from Norwich City. If Norwich City weigh him in, he's off.
Listen, it's the same sort of scenario that you just mentioned about Rangers. Nazy's in it at Norwich, he's still got a year left, and I'd imagine he's on pretty big wages down there. So it's up to Norwich and Nazy to come to some sort of agreement, maybe pay him up 6 months, his 12-month contract.
Turning into Mr. Agent. Yeah, we'll take 6 of the 12. Okay, give us that.
Listen, he signed a contract, so it's up to him to try and negotiate that. But for me, I think he's been a very good signing for Hearts, and I think if you get him on a permanent deal, I think it will be a great bit of business for Hearts.
Okay, bottom of the table. Let's cut to the chase. You're going to have to be harsh.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be brutal. He might not like what you've got to say coming up. Dundee against Partick Thistle. The Jags just have to win, and then they know they're in at least a playoff.
I don't think they win. I think Dundee will win that game. I think the last couple of games, Dundee, Neil McCann's got them. Obviously, they'll have a bit of confidence in their play. There's no pressure on them. They can go out and try things maybe that they wouldn't have done 3 or 4 weeks ago. So for me, Dundee will win that game.
Ruffy, your old team, it's looking...
It's a hard one to disagree with. You know, they can't buy a win. You know, the 2 games I've seen them, they've been superb for 45 minutes, just couldn't get the second goal or even get the first goal. But after they lose a goal, the confidence goes right out the window, and there isn't any chances after that. What I would like to say is, I'll credit to St Johnstone and Dundee. I like the way they're playing their first teams in all the games. You know, there could be, you know, coming into games that it's so crucial for the other sides that they play, you know, fringe players and young players, but they haven't been doing that. Fair enough to Motherwell and Hamilton. You know, Motherwell have got the cup final, but St Johnstone and Dundee have been putting out quality sides, so let's hope that doesn't happen tomorrow at Dens Park.
Yeah.
Place the leading side.
Yeah, who's winning?
I think Partick Thistle are good enough to get a draw.
Hey,
but,
I knew that. A draw's not good enough.
Well, only if Ross County beats St Johnstone.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think Ross County have got a win in them away from home. So.
St Johnstone's form over the last couple of games, similar to Dundee, but it's been better.
Yeah.
5-1 away to a good Motherwell side, and they travelled down to Accies last week and had a good win. So I don't see Ross County getting into for St Johnstone either. So Partick will go into the playoffs, and you know what? I fancy Livy beating Dundee United. That's going to be a hard one. Seeing Livy 3 or 4 times this season, it's hard for Partick. I'm
with you. I think Livingston could win the 3-2 up, Ruffy, tonight. They could just get it over the line. Dundee United, it's just I'm gobsmacked if they keep Shaba Laszlo, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh no, I think if it doesn't go up, they'll be under severe pressure, and that's usually what happens. But I don't know if Livingston, maybe the amount of games that they played when they come to, whether it's Partick Thistle or Ross County, whether it might be too much. Okay,
Motherwell against Hamilton. Motherwell have got injuries, worries over players that they wanted to try and put in cotton wool for the Scottish Cup final. Hamilton Accies, they are in the Premiership once again for another season. It'll be an emotional day for Ali Crawford, waving goodbye to the Accies fans.
Yeah, I personally am waiting to see where he goes to in the next level.
Hibs?
I want to see him at a bigger club. I want to see if he can produce the goods that we all know that he has. But and it'll be interesting who he goes to as well, you know, because we saw all the good young kids that came through at Hamilton and moved on down to England and that, and all credit to him. He just sat there and bided his time, but now he's getting the move, and well done to him.
Yeah, I'm surprised that nobody's ever took a chance on him.
Yeah, I think he's talented.
He's one of the players, when you watch Hamilton, he's the one that sticks out for me. Very talented, good skill, can pass the ball, a fit young boy as well. Well, no young, I think he's 25, 26 now.
Yeah.
But a fit guy. So it's a big loss for Hamilton.
Yep. Who wins that game?
I'm going to go for Hamilton because I think, as you said, Motherwell have got their eye on the Scottish Cup. For me, they've had a great season. Maybe one thing, they wanted to finish in the top 6, they didn't, but they've been safe for a number of weeks now in 2 cup finals. what can you ask for? So I think he'll rest players. Their minds and focus will be solely on the Scottish Cup to try and get an upset.
So Hamilton to win. Good luck to Chris Miller, who will also make his final appearance for St Johnstone. They are St Johnstone first of all at home. Who wins that game against Ross County?
St Johnstone.
St Johnstone for me.
Okay, and Dundee against Partick?
Dundee.
A draw.
Okay, there you are. So that's it. It's all about opinions. You can give us yours at PLZ Soccer on Twitter, facebook.com/PLZ Soccer. If you indeed have the phone, you want the up-to-date news, download the PLZ app in Google Play and the App Store, and you can get all the latest news right across north and south of the border as well. If you like watching the programme, don't forget to like, share, subscribe on the YouTube channel. We're on Twitter and we're on Facebook as well. We'd love to have you join the football family. Hopefully you'll have a great weekend of football. From Alan Ruff, from Barry Ferguson and from myself, Peter Martin. Thanks for watching.